So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's only too happy to take that back.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Kvaratskhelia gets a cross in. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Kvaratskhelia might just make this. Van Dijk. Oh, such a clever touch. All driven from... He's got full! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Nedved, we expected better, and so did he. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And we're not going to make any further progress now. And he was alert to it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Ronaldo is herring after that one. Hullet is the team's great visionary. Al Hilal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns... Oh, he's been caught napping! Owen. Nedved. Owen. Nedved. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That's really well manoeuvred. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Brilliantly cut out. Xavi Alonso. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Van Bouten kept his eye on it, and he's there.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rummenigge is fouled. And he's whipped it across. Cleared without hesitation. Kvaratskhelia making good progress on the right-hand side. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Owen. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Back to the keeper it goes. Van Bouten. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. That has ended up in no man's land. Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So what can they make of this? Kvaratskhelia gets into some space. Oh, nice touch. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He has found the way through. That's very neat. Messi. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Pullet plays it short. He rises! Goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Pete.
And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Portugal have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Whistle's gone, that's foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Maldini. Pinches it off him. Nedved is the guilty party there. He's in a great position here. The ball goes in. That's a decent clearance. Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rummenigge goes for a shot! Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. And it's Neymar. And it's made its way to him. Al Hilal has the chance to go the other way. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Al Hilal can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Al Hilal have their second corner now. Nedved goes short. There's the header! Now, who's going to be first to this? Portugal are looking to go forward now. Drogba. Kvaratskhelia looking to run onto it.
Al Hilal clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Yeah. Neymar. And he's managed to get free. Neymar goes on a charge down the left. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Neymar is having a shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picks his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's being urged to shoot. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Park Ji-sung. But it's Thuram. Thuram. Rijkaard. Ferdinand. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram. That's Nedved. Tries a shot! He's in space and looking for options. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. And it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Substituição para Portugal.
Nedved having a look.
Neymar.
Looking to widen the gap even further here.
Messi. Número 20. Número 21. Cristiano Ronaldo. Número 80. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 9. Número 5. Número 18. Número 6. Eto'o. Número 14. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Portugal have their third corner. They've played it short. Cross from Maldini. Shot, surely!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard. Vinicius Junior. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Portugal can consider themselves just about safe now. And it's Vieira. Drogba. And it's Rooney. Rijkaard. That is a great pick out. Rijkaard. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now that is commitment to the cause. So, third corner of the game. In by Rooney. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And now they can spring out of defence. He's found a way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's free. He's had a shot. It's a goal. Deep, deep into injury time. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Al Hilal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Al Hilal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
That's that, the end. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is. He's going for goal! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Oh, looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Played out to the right.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Xavi Alonso. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rooney showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That has not gone well. And here's Ibrahimovic. Tries to pass it through. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. He's got away. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
It is a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. There's the delivery. Van Bouten is there, and he can get that clear. Al Hilal have the chance to go the other way. And he can clear it away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Played back in. Rooney. Bullet. Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Roberto Carlos demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pull it. That is lovely. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Pullet is eyeing up his options in the middle.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
That's really well cleared. Neymar. Some really good ball movement. Kvaratskhelia. Rooney plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nedved. That's Thuram. Xavi Alonso. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's Nedved. And it's Thuram. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Tries to play it through. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ah, that's a fine interception. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And here's Rooney. Played out wide, and he's been shifted off it. Kvaratskhelia cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Thuram cuts it out. Now it's Gullit. Gets a good foot in there. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Here we go again then.
Portugal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be...
It's Ibrahimovic! It's off target and by quite a way. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Luis Suarez! And he's done it!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Luis Suarez touches it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Messi. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And this is Nedved. He's found a decent chance! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He has found the way through. And here's Hullet. Oh, such a clever touch. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that has put paid to that. Hazard. Xabi Alonso. Vieira. Al Hilal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
Big face-to-face with the keeper. Takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substituição para Portugal.
It's
Número
their
11,
second corner of the game.
Neymar. Número 17, Luís Soares. Número 10, Messi. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 18, número 9.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Kvaratskhelia. No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
So, another set play. Played into the box. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Vinicius Junior. Kvaratskhelia strokes it back. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nedved.
Portugal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Rijkaard. Hazard. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nedved. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's shifting through the gears here. He's had a shot! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
A case now of complete control. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough and he knows it.
He's had it taken off him. Well, played right into his path. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Azar has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Xabi Alonso has given away a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Thuram. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. So, what can they come up with here? There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Oh, smashing header! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. Portugal have their third corner. Maldini tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vieri providing an outlet on that flank. That's tidy. Vinicius Junior is the team's great visionary. Threads one in. Kvaratskhelia, and he's there to make the challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Vinicius Junior charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's through, now is he in? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Bullets! Keeper's got his work done. Vieri. That's Rijkaard. Oh, that's fabulous. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Vieira wins the duel this time. Can he get on the end of this? Ball is over the line. That's that, the end. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So, how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Ibrahimovic. An early chance there, first of the game.
Al Hilal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Tries to play it through. That is lovely. Stood up well to him there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi, lobbed in behind. Played into space out wide. And there's the shot! It's hit the crossbar. Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Neymar. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And it's Ibrahimovic. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Messi, he has found the way. He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, give it away. Big chance! Goal! Portugal! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Kvaratskhelia, and that was nowhere near his best. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's fabulous. Nedved chooses to go back, and it's Rijkaard. And this is Drogba. Pull it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And this is Messi. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Messi.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Rijkaard. Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He is through here. Takes aim and crosses. Azar. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that. He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Kvaratskhelia. Rijkaard. And Kvaratskhelia. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And there's his chance to lead the counter. No way through there. And it's Azar. Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's taking no chances there. Portugal are looking to go forward now.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Kronic.
Portugal are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way-through zone.
He's in a good position here. Oh, look at the space here. He's found a way through. It's Neymar! Oh, it's come loose. Maldini attempts a clearance. Azar.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Looking to play him in. Nedved in acres of space out wide. Rummenigge, someone who can always claim to be... There's the whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Portugal really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Portugal ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. That's the start of another 45 minutes. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. There's the shot! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Ferdinand is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's there to make the challenge. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. just beyond his reach. Out to the left it goes. That is good alertness. Neymar, he's through, now is he in? Threads one in. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Portugal with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Goes for the shot! Al Hilal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Rummenigge. Now it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Oh, really well played.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Hullet. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a sharp little ball here. Hullet goes for a shot! It's fallen kindly here. And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Substituição para Portugal. Número 11, Neymar. Número 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 21.
A case now of complete control.
Vão dar os seus lugares a
Kvaratskhelia. He's Kvaratskhelia!
número 9.
Outstanding save to keep that out.
Kvaratskhelia clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Now it's Inzaghi. Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Roberto Carlos delivers. Oh, terrible, but takes a shot! Sticks it away! Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 80.
Portugal making another change here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So is this the start of a comeback? Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, well measured. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Portugal looking to pass their way through. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Rooney. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, important interception. Nedved. Vinicius Junior. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Van Bouten. Yamal takes control of it and he's on the move. Van Bouten concedes a free kick for that. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Missed by a fraction. Shifted it to the flank. He's in plenty of space here. Very nicely done. Has crossed into the middle. It's a goal kick. He's going to be disappointed with that. Nedved. It's Nedved! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Portugal have their second corner now. Portugal awarded another corner, so third corner of the game. Cleared away.
Foram indicados 4
Has a
minutos.
shot! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Número 5.
Portugal grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Al Hilal finding their passes. Vinicius Junior is in a really good position out wide. And a chance! And again! It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was big.
And there goes the final whistle. Portugal really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponent. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Smashing header! Harmlessly behind. Van Dijk is there, and he can pick it up. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's going for goal! Oh, wonderful, wonderful, Lionel Messi!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Portugal are looking to break at pace, and he stands tall, impenetrable. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Luis Suarez, who's looking wide. That'll be a throw-in. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Park Ji-sung. He's picked his way through. Cross needs to be good. Defending of the desperate variety.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He can run onto that. Thinks about... Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And he's onside. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off. And Messi! Messi! Genius! A finish of true class. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Portugal have scored 2 quick goals here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's a threat, and the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Luis Suarez.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Thuram carries the ball down the right and claimed it back swiftly. Short changes him with that pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Crunching tackle. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Look at the space here. Neymar! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Marcou para Portugal. Aos 33 minutos.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Looking for the run. Decent chance! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And he's intervened well there. Yeah. Portugal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Vieri is onto this. In with the challenge. And here's Vieri. He's gone for goal. Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Park Ji-sung. Defending was strong and firm. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cristiano Ronaldo.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Vamos ter 3
Cristiano
minutos de
Ronaldo.
compensação.
Now it's Messi. Messi has got himself a free kick. Now the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So what can they conjure from this one?
Well, we're looking at somewhere in the region of 25 to 30 yards. That won't intimidate this guy.
An instinctive delivery. Roberto Carlos with the clearance. And it's Messi. That's good running with the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And there's the end of the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Portugal are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Here we go again. Yeah. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He is through here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
Peter, the keeper knows that even if his wall is perfect, it doesn't serve as any guarantee here.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, this looks sharp. And that's another good win of the ball. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And this is Messi. Showing good... Takes a shot! Against the crossbar! No, that's not troubling anyone.
Messi probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
That's a sharp pass. That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Neymar, strong running down that left flank. He has found the way through.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Very nicely done. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, and he's managed to get free. Chance! Oh, terrific save.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They can spring out of defence. And here's Suarez. Portugal have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Pullet is behind this one. Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he whips it in. Portugal have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. Goes for the shot! Al Hilal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them.
Thuram concedes a free kick for that. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Thuram has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Portugal choosing to make the first change.
Messi, número 11. Neymar, número 80. Número 17. Luís Soares, número 21. Cristiano Ronaldo. Vão dar os seus
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Vieri looking to get on the end of this. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
It's a really well-measured ball. He is just caressing the ball. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's there to make the challenge.
Beckenbauer really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's found a way through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Kvaratskhelia! Brought out the best in the keeper. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Portugal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Good ball, good take. Kvaratskhelia tries to pass it through. Vieri. Kvaratskhelia. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. So a chance here, what can they make of it? And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. No way through, so back it comes. Xavi Alonso. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played into space. Kvaratskhelia. Roberto Carlos. And Kvaratskhelia. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Beckenbauer pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now it's Bale. Oh, there's a probing ball. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book. Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. And it's Roberto Carlos. Ibrahimovic. That is good alertness. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He's got away. Cross into the box.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Rummenigge, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that. It's a quick one. Now it's Bale. Oh, it's come loose. Now, can they get him away? Here's a shot! And with that, the final whistle. Portugal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Just goes for a shot! Oh, wonderful, wonderful, Lionel Messi!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Hullet. Messi. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's come through, goes for the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Hullet. And this is Ronaldo. Here's a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Neymar's... Oh, what has happened here? Van Bouten. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Chance to Cristiano Ronaldo! Roberto Carlos gets it clear, and he thumps it clear. Oh, this looks sharp. Nedved can see things others simply cannot.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
That's a throw. Nedved. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a sharp little ball here. And the through ball. Ibrahimovic! It's hit the upright. And he's heaved it away. Hullet. That is good alertness. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. It's a good run down the right, and now the breakaway. He has found the way through. Messi, good strong midfield running here. Yep, it's a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's gone looking for safety. Al Hilal are looking to go forward now. Oh, well played, well played. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. He's picked his way through. He's found some space. Oh, that's nice. And Messi! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
No way through there. Messi's cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Portugal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Stood up well to him there. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Nedved. Hazard. Lovely feet. Hazard tries making a foray down the right. And he's taking no chances there. And that's a throw-in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he was quick to react. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Threads one in, and he cuts out the supply. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Reflections on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Portugal leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Portugal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And that was nowhere near his best. Nedved. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well-timed, excellent interception. The message is clear, none shall pass. Messi looking understandably energised after his goal. That has been slung wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Still just a single goal between the sides. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And this is Owen. Rijkaard. Al Hilal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Rummenigge. And it's Neymar. Portugal have a free kick. Maldini pinches it off him. Nedved concedes a free kick for that.
Substituição
Both
para
sides then
Portugal.
taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Cristiano Ronaldo, número 20. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 30, número 9. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Maldini, now the delivery, and he gets rid in a hurry. Well, that is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Xavi Alonso. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Pullet demonstrating his defensive quality there. Roberto Carlos charging forward down that flank. Oh, smashing header! It's an inviting looking ball that. Oh no, that was never going to make it. He's having a go! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Vamos dar lugar a
Al
uma
Hilal
substituição.
making another change here. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Nicely weighted ball. Drogba! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Neymar.
That's going in strongly.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Messi. Vinicius Junior. Chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, nice touch. And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a promising position. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Al Hilal needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me. Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Brilliant save from Buffon! Oh, brilliant save! Al Hilal have their second corner now. Oh, what a climb! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And it's Bergkamp. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.